Hey, how's it going, YouTube? I'm here again with an unboxing. This time with Huawei P10 Plus. All right, so let's begin the unboxing. So basically, this phone was released in April 2017. So it's a sibling to Huawei P10, its younger brother. So let's open up the box. The box is quite a simple one, a plain box, plain white box with some Leica branding at the bottom left and Huawei branding at the bottom right, while there are some information at the back. So it only says where it was made and the basic stuff. Alright then, let's dig into the box. Yep, so packaging is really nice. Alright then, first we are greeted with the phone itself. So I got this in the blue color. Let's put that aside and let's see what's in the box. So the first thing we get out of the box after the phone is a utility box for the phone. So the utility box contains a SIM ejector tool, very handy, and some quick start guides. Yep, and warranty information. Alright, and then some accessories here. So what do we get with this phone? Wow. So it's quite a bit we're getting here if we compare to similar devices like iPhones. We are getting a nice earbud, a 3.5mm headphone jacked earphones, and we are getting a USB type C connector, USB type A to USB type C connector, and then we've got a fast charger, a proper Qualcomm certified one, I guess. It's 5V 5A output, as you can see. So it's a real quick charger. It's supercharger, maybe Qualcomm certified or not, it's not written over here. So keeping this aside, now let's come to the main thing. So this is the phone. Alright, so this is what we have come here for. Let's take this off. Really, the wow, the packaging is beautiful, and the color of the phone, it's something that I haven't seen anywhere else. It's quite shimmery and it has got some texture in it. The variant color is termed as dazzling blue by Huawei. Comes with a screen protector applied on, as it doesn't contain oleophobic coating, so be careful with the smudges. And this phone looks pretty good. So with regular housekeeping stuff with first. Alright, so this phone comes in 3 variants, alright? So this is the L09 variant. This is a single SIM phone, while you get variants like L29 and L00. So the L29 is dual SIM version. It's a hybrid SIM, one SIM and one SD card, or one SIM, nano SIM and one micro SIM, while the L00 is a Chinese variant. This is L09. This is single variant. This is the European version. Alright, so this thing is 2.92 inches width. The length is 6.04 inch, while the thickness is mere 0.28 inches. So quite thin phone and a nice phone. And it weighs only around 165 grams, which is quite light, but it feels good in hand. Wow. Wow, this feels great. It does really feel great. And this is quite a premium handset here. The front is Gorilla Glass 5, Corning Gorilla Glass 5, while the back is aluminium and the frame is aluminium too. It is a splash resistant phone, mind it. It's not a proper water and dust resistant. It's just a splash resistant, just occasional rain and stuff. It's gonna be fine. The display is, let me check whether it powers on. So the display here is a 2K display, Quad HD. You've got volume rocker on the right, along with the power button, which has got a little bit of texture. Let's focus this. You can see some of the texture there, and it's got some colored accent, an orange colored accent. The volume rocker is quite tactile, and on the right you've got the SIM card slot, and the antenna bands are at the edges, right at the edges. You've got a USB-C port at the bottom with a 3.5mm headphone jack. Wow. And there's a regular speaker grill and a microphone input. While the interesting thing, the USB of this phone is at the back. There are 2 cameras. So the trick over here is, one is a regular color sensor, while the other is a monochrome, dedicated monochrome sensor. So what happens is, regular color arrangement of camera's sensor is red, green and blue, generally termed as RGB, while to make proper color and exposure you need a white component in it as well. So what's happening is, the color sensor is gathering R, G and B, while the monochrome sensor is gathering white light. So these 2 sensors combine and give you a proper exposure and proper color in your photos. So these cameras are branded by Leica. If you see it properly, it has been branded by Leica, and the aperture is 1.8 in the color sensor, so that will let in a lot of light in the night shots. And you have got the dual tone, dual LED flash to help your exposure during night shots or low light shots, as well as you've got the laser focus, autofocus, and the sensor contains phase detection autofocus mechanism, so the focus should be really quick. Alright, so moving back to the front, this is a Quad HD display. I don't have any juice in that battery. I've got some feedback. Yeah, there's some battery over there. So the screen is switching on. So the display is termed as IPS Neo LCD, which is 5.5 inch across the diagonal, and it is protected by Gorilla Glass 5 coating. And the thing inside here is an octa-core CPU. It is developed by Huawei's in-house chip making factory. It's HiSilicon Kirin 960, which is quite comparable to a Snapdragon 835. It is a combination of 4 cores of higher clock CPU Cortex A73 at 2.4 gigahertz, while um, while the lower clock CPU is A53, which is clocked at 1.4 gigahertz, 1.8 gigahertz. Yep. So, and it is supported by a graphics unit by Mali. It's not a high-end graphics processing unit, but it's gonna be a, a good experience anyway. And while we go into the memory, if you have a double SIM phone, the L29 version, the L29 version will support micro SD as well, up to 256 GB, while the single SIM variant won't support any external SD card. While looking at the internals, you got 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage for L09 single SIM version, while the dual SIM is 128 GB ROM and 6 GB RAM. Alright, and the videos would be 4K at 30 FPS from the rear camera and 1080 at 60 FPS, while the front camera will support full HD videos, and it is rated 8 megapixels and the aperture is 1.9, while you've got regular sensors over here, the proximity and your front earpiece, while it comes along with regular antennas and regular GPS, NFCs, and you've got IR blaster at the front over here and a fingerprint sensor at the bottom and regular gyroscope and compass as well. So I'll be back with a full review soon after complete use of this device. Till then, enjoy, have a great time.